A call from behind 4 prison walls caused an actual loss of just over 40,000 rand to a woman who cannot be named for safety reasons after the victim was arrested for murder that was reported in 2006. All charges relating to the case were withdrawn. 16 years later, the victim receives a call from a bogus Hawks-based Captain Monama in September of 2022, who alleges that the case was reopened and a warrant of arrest issued for her. The Conman demanded 25,000 rand from the victim to avoid arrest and promised to destroy evidence against her. The victim fell into the trap and paid the money in 2 different installments. To discuss this case further, we're joined by Lieutenant Colonel Magonseni Nkosi. A very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. I mean, it's a bizarre case, just trying to pin the details together to get a sense of what exactly happened here.
Thanks, Wimpo, and good evening to your viewers. First, I can say the whole scenario started in 2006 when the female victim was accused of murder. She appeared in court, and all the charges against her were withdrawn. While she was relaxed at home, 16 years later, she received a call from a bogus police officer who called himself Captain Monama. And he said the case has been reopened and she's supposed to attend court. But he have got some ways and means of making the court disappear only if the victim can pay the total of 25,000 to make the case disappear. 2 months later, in 2022, she received another call, and the bogus cop informed her that what he was trying to do came out. One of his colleagues managed to track that the victim was not yet arrested, and in order to silence the colleague, more money should be paid into his account. And the total amount that was paid was for the 1,700. But when we further investigate, we realized that the money was deposited to somebody's account who was not in prison, but according to investigation, he is related to the prisoner. After that, the money was distributed according to the prisoner's instruction. Our team of investigators followed the information up until we managed to requisite the prisoner from Sonarvater prison to come to court today. He was joined by his cousin in court, whereby the cousin was released on 1,000 bail, but the prisoner was remanded in custody as he's still carrying on with his sentence. Their matter was remanded to the 6th of October for the regional court hearing.
How prevalent are such cases? I mean, it's one thing to have someone try and rob you of your money, but to have someone in prison able to get hold of this level of information is quite a startling revelation.
What I can say is that these people are not working alone. There's the people outside who are trying to gather information, and they make their ways and means to convince the victims. It's not only about cases. You find people being scammed, promised some lucrative jobs, and then they end up paying money to people of which they don't even know. We've been warning people not to pay for any service that is rendered by the government or even the private institutions. Should anything that needs you to get assistance requires money, you are free to come to the police to report the matter, and if ever it's within our competency as the Hawks, we will take the matter further. Just like this one, a large sum of money was taken, and the worrying part of it is that the person who called the victim was behind bars. We have been hearing a lot of information that some of the prisoners, whenever the prison warders are doing the searches, they do find some cell phones inside, and we still have to dig down on that one to find out how are these cell phones gaining access to the prison facility, because we know that prisoners are not allowed to have some cell phones unless there are specific reasons, maybe for studying or whatsoever. But that the prisoner can have a cell phone inside the cell, we all know that that one is not allowed, and they take advantage of these devices to scam people from outside.
And very lastly, Lieutenant Colonel, before we let you go, is there an indication that somebody from inside the prison, besides the prisoner himself, is also being investigated?
For now, I can say our investigation still continues. As we have got these two suspects that have been arrested for now, we will carry on with our investigation, and maybe as time goes on, we might have some breakthrough within the prison itself, and maybe some other people from the community will come out and maybe raise some similar concerns that might lead to people, if ever they're working with our officials. But we strongly believe our officials cannot do such a thing unless there are these corrupt officials who are not part of the people who are there to serve the community, but for their own benefit.
Very well. Thank you so much for speaking to us this evening. Lieutenant Colonel Magonseni Nkosi talking to us there about a scam that happens, well, in this case, happening from inside prison cells.